Morning, guys. Uh, this morning, um, this morning's talk is going to be about. It's going to be entitled "The Little Red Hen Effect." Now, I got up this morning reading a book that I bought that actually I have not been able to put down. It's just so good. It's effective. It is. It's keeping and catching my interest, and it's something that I'm concerned about. And so it's a self-help book. Now I know a lot of times that's not something that, especially a lot of Black people are into. It's kind of a cheesy to read books on how to effectively do this and how to be more of a certain way, how to speak to people effectively, how to just kind of how to and self-help books. You got to have really you have to have a certain kind of mind and a certain kind of mindset to kind of be into that. But it's good and it's helpful, and it will catapult you into what you're really trying to do if you have a purpose, which is what I'm going to talk about. But just in case you're interested, here's the book. It is called basically Effective Listening, and it's hearing what people say and how to make it work for you. So, it's really, and I've read all of this so far. It's not a very long book. It's only 179 pages, but it's so interesting that I'm pretty sure I'm going to finish it in the next day or two, or however much time I give to it. But it put a lot of thoughts in my head, just different scenarios and things like that. And I started thinking about how people, a lot of times in life, will have information, resources, help, and ideas on how to help you and how to make your life easier and how things for you can be more effective and you can get ahead and you can do things. But a lot of people won't, for whatever reason. But it's very important to pinpoint these people and that particular trait that they have, as far as not helping you, not giving you information, not whatever, and not wanting you to succeed. And it's best really that you either get away from them or get them out of your life some kind of way, because it's just that they're not going to be a help, and they're going to ultimately be a drain to you. And even the longer that they're in your life, maybe because of jealousy, because of whatever, they'll try to sabotage you. And so this goes for men and women. One of the things that even began to make me think this way was something that happened recently, where I was talking to a person who has the information, resources, and everything else to help me to get into a better situation, but won't. Withholds the information, and I know they have it, but just won't. And I guess they just decided not to. Now, thing about me, I'm going to go around it. I'm going to get the information and probably then some, because I have the universe, the ancestors, and good karma on my side. So I know I'm going to do it. So that's not really the issue for me. The issue that, I was thinking about was why? Why are people like that? And I think a lot of times It comes from people just being, for lack of a better word, petty, from people just not wanting you to out succeed them, from people not wanting you to succeed in any way, and from people just, some people just don't want to. You know what I'm saying? They just don't want to, for whatever reason it is. And so, in this particular situation, though, with the information that I can get and receive, I don't know. I think it's a little bit, not so much, but I think it's a little bit of them kind of not wanting to give me information so that I can go up faster, and they might think that maybe I will outdo them or even be equal with them or whatever, you know. But like I say, that's neither here nor there. That's that person's personal whatever. But I notice just in life, you have that a lot. You have people who will have the information and will have the resources and the ability and the everything else to help you, to give you an upper hand, and to help you succeed, help you make it, help you whatever, but they won't. Um, they would rather either see you down or sabotage you to keep you from having it, or just withhold the information and hoping that you won't get it. Now, determination is key, because you have to be determined and you have to know that the universe is on your side. You know what I'm saying? Your destiny and your life is not held in the hands of a particular individual or situation unless you give that much power to them, if you understand what I mean. Now, it also brought me to a situation that happened years ago. It wasn't with a particular person, but it was a situation where the city that I was in, lots of cities do this. Maybe all cities might do this. I don't know, but probably most of the big ones. I was pregnant at the time, and so it piqued my interest that they were having a baby drive in the city. They were having a drive to help single moms and those who may not have the resources to get this, and that for their babies. And it was a once a year event. And so because I was a single mom and pregnant and the whole thing, wasn't married at the time. Or was I? No, I didn't get married until a little bit later after that. But anyway, so what I did ultimately, they had the drive, or they were having the drive. And so my thing was, I was always like, well, I had never really had the desire to need to know about this before. And so I was wondering, like, I wonder, where do you go to get the stuff? Where do you, after they have the drive, where is the stuff distributed at? Is there like, some type of event or something that they have to distribute the stuff, or new mothers invited to it, or is it, is it held at a certain place, or just how do you get the stuff? And so what I did is I spent days, absolutely days, trying to find out. I mean, I called all kind of service centers. I called all kind of programs. I called all kind of low income whatevers. I called all kinds of organizations that I figured would know where the stuff was going to be distributed at and how I could get it. I got nowhere. everybody told me, oh, well, I don't know. I don't have an idea. I don't, you know. Some people told me, though, a couple of them was like, well, you can try so and so, and you can try this place and just see. And I got nowhere. I didn't find out at all where it was. And long story short, I didn't suffer. You know, the universe always provides for me, always has provided for me. And so I didn't suffer. I wasn't even afraid that I was going to suffer. It was just the fact that, I wanted to know, and it would have been great if I had had the ability to be a part of. And so, like I say, no one knew, all the doors were shut, and, but what ultimately ended up happening was my family gave me a surprise baby shower, which I was not expecting at all. I was, I'm kind of one who's not really, really close with my family. Not that there's problems or issues or we argue or whatever. It's not even any of that at all. It's just really the fact that, because, I'm always working or, just I'm living this kind of lifestyle. A lot of times we just don't connect. It's no kind of big, huge issue where the family has put me out and, they don't want me around, all that kind of stuff. It's nothing like that. It's kind of a lifestyle thing, And so ultimately I was extremely surprised that they did that, but they did. And I got all my needs met and my baby got everything she needed, and it worked out. So, but the thing, like I'm saying, is there's always a way around. There's always a way around something. When you find those who are not willing to help, don't want to help, or whatever, for whatever their reasons are, just know and keep in the back of your mind that you will ultimately get it. If you stay determined, stay, what's the word I'm looking for? Stay determined, you will ultimately get what you need from the universe, and probably more, But anyway, so talking about people, you have to, though, learn how to recognize those people who are, for lack of a better word, sabotagers, or those who look to cause you not to succeed. Now, one of the things is I was thinking this morning that the reason that people do that is because you have a lot of people in this life who are really just aimless. They have no purpose. They have no, well, I'm not going to say they don't have a purpose, because the universe gives everybody a purpose. And once you reach that purpose or go on that path to that purpose, it's called a destiny. So some people are on the path to destiny. Some people, and if you stay on that path, you're going to reach destiny. So, but some people are not looking for their purpose. Some people are just walking around aimlessly. Some people have no goals. Some people have no desires. Some people have no aims. Some people have no, seriously, in this life, some people they have no plans. They have no nothing. They're just living in the moment. They're living aimlessly. They're just living. And so a lot of these people are what you ultimately would call leeches. And so, are energy vampires, energy suckers, whatever you want to call them. And so when they, usually they're looking for somebody to latch onto. Now, the people that they look to latch onto are the ones who do have purpose, who do have drive, who do have motivation, who are going somewhere. And so what happens is when you allow a leech or a person who has no drive, no desire, no type of motivation, no plans, no anything, to jump into your life and latch on and suck from you and take from you, ultimately, if you don't get them out of your life, it's going to either cause you to lose, or it's going to cause you to fail and drop off from what you're doing. A lot of times people like that with no drive and motivation, whatever, their life is just full of drama. And their life is full of pretty much nothingness, and just so they fill it with drama. And so that drama that they have going on will deflect you from your purpose and your goals and what you're trying to do. And it, like once again, like I say, it'll cause you to get off your path because you're so concerned about their drama, or their drama continues to cause and be a problem in your life. And so ultimately, like I say, you have to recognize those kind of people and you have to get them out of your life, you know. I know personally in my life there have been times when I was younger and I wanted to go to school and I wanted to continue education. I wanted to do a few more things in life. That's not to say that I didn't do it or whatever. I'm just giving you a scenario of when I wanted to do that at that particular time. But I had people in my life who were sabotagers, and people in my life who had no aim, no goal, no anything, like I just said. And because I did, and because they didn't want to see me succeed, you know, at first it was, oh yeah, great, oh yeah, you want to do that, that's awesome, yeah, I'm gonna help you, and you know, you just go for it and you can do it and everything. But then once you begin to do it, or once you they see you're putting the wheels in motion to do it, and you get enrolled, and you know, you finally get on the path to it, they do everything they can to stop you, to make you fail, to make you quit, to just whatever. And it's because their pettiness and their small-mindedness and their desire to, they're not doing anything, so they don't want you to do anything, causes them, like I say, to sabotage you or to help it not work or what have you. And so, yeah, being with that person ultimately caused me not to finish and not to be able to continue because of all of the stuff that they did. You know, I remember being on a job when I'm always, every job that I'm on, I'm never late. I'm always there. I'm a good employee. They can count on me. And so that was the case. But this particular person would, I rode the bus because, like I said before, I was in a big city. You really didn't need a car. I mean, there's all kinds of transportation modes, train, subway, whatever, the whole thing, buses, everything. And so I was never late, and so for work. And so this person, whatever they had concocted in their mind to help me or make me lose my job or whatever, you know, for whatever reason, would begin to volunteer to take me to work. And so I took it. But after about 3 times that I was late and that I saw that they were purposely doing things to make me late, I mean, just staying in the bathroom forever, starting an argument, waking up late, and then, you know, when I'm letting them know you said you were going to take me to work, they want to argue about it, you know, whatever. And so, I mean, it was silly, petty, and foolish. But ultimately, I was like, no, I'm getting back on the bus. Yeah, I got to get up before daybreak, and I got to be at a dark bus stop by myself or whatever. But I'm going to do that in order not to be late. Because when I rely on the bus driver, he didn't make me late. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what I did, because like I say, I recognized the fact that they were trying to make me lose my job. I mean, I'm not, like I said, I've never had the track record of being late for work and, you know, coming in such and such late and all that. And I saw what was happening, and because the funny thing about me is when I'm late for work, that throws me off my whole day. It's like you got to catch up. And I mean, I don't like being late. I'd rather be early and sit and wait somewhere until my time than to be late, you know. And so, but anyway, I saw what was ultimately trying to happen, and I stopped it and nipped it in the bud. And this is what I'm saying: when you see these sabotaging type relationships or things in your life, then you need to learn how to cut those off. Now, let me talk about the Little Red Hen effect. There is a children's story. Some of you may be familiar with it, some of you may not, but I'm going to sum it up real quick. There's a story of a little red hen who, she was trying to bake a cake or bake a bread or something like that. Ultimately, she didn't have all the ingredients that she needed. And so she went to her little mouse friend and asked for some flour. She went to her little dog friend and asked him for some eggs. And she went to the little cat person or whatever and asked them for some flour or just whatever. And it was everything that, all of the ingredients that she needed to bake her bread or cake or whatever. And they basically, moral of the story, they all told her no. They didn't have it. They wasn't going to help her, whatever. So she went out, this little red hen, and she made it happen. She got her, I think she grew her own wheat and whatever to make her bread or, or cake or whatever. And she tended to her chickens or whatever to get her eggs. And she did everything that she needed to do to get it done by herself, because everybody else had told her no. They weren't going to help her and they wasn't going to give to her or whatever. And so she ultimately wound up doing it herself. And so when the bread is baking, or when the cake or whatever it was is baking, of course they smell it, and they're all gathering around and, oh, can we have some? And, oh, that smells so good. And can I get a piece or whatever? And ultimately the moral of the story was, she was like, no. You didn't help me bake it. You didn't give me any of the ingredients. You didn't help me at all. And so, no, you can't. And so I began to think about that story this morning. And I realized in life, that's how you have to be. Because like I said, there's a lot of times when people will have the resources and the things to help you and to better you, and just won't. Just won't. For whatever their personal reason is, they just won't. And so, like I say, you have to be willing to do it by yourself. You have to be willing to undertake whatever it's going to take for you to do it. Because like I say, in this life, there are so many people who are just aimless. There are so many people who are just without any purpose because they don't want to have a purpose. A lot of times in life, a lot of times people just want to party. They just want to live in drama. They just want to live their life playing. And like I say, because they have no whatever. But because you have a goal and you have a vision and you want this and you're trying to achieve that, these people know how to recognize you. They know how to see you, that they got some purpose, and they're dressed pretty good. I wonder what are they doing or whatever, because I'm sitting up in the club all the time, and I'm sitting up on the couch all the time and I'm not doing anything and I have no plans for anything. Maybe I need to latch on to them. Maybe I need to, maybe they can help me get somewhere, So what is it that I have or that I need to exhibit that's going to pique their interest enough for them to be interested in me so that I can get what I want from them? You have to watch it. You have to watch these people, because people's mindsets are like that. And I had to learn that. That's a beautiful life lesson that I learned, that when people see that you're going somewhere and have a goal and have a drive for something, you have to be very mindful as to whether or not they're on the same level as you. Because if, say for example, you want an 8-bedroom home and you meet somebody who cares nothing about working, cares nothing about doing anything, getting anything, whatever. Now they will come to your 8-bedroom home and party, and they will come to your 8-bedroom home and have a cookout, and they will come to your 8-bedroom home and sleep over, and come to your 8-bedroom home and enjoy themselves. But they have absolutely no desire in helping you achieve that goal of getting your 8-bedroom home. Either either by way of just being a good motivator for you, or helping you financially, or giving you resources as to how you can get the house, or just is all kinds of ways that people can help you. Because one thing everybody has is information. I don't care what the information is, how small the information is. Every person has information, and it can be useful to you. Everybody has something that's useful to you, and if nothing else, in the way of information. And so, like I say, but you get with a person who does not have that dream, goal, or desire at all, you're going to either lose, you're never going to achieve, or you're going to get sabotaged in a way that you just probably never even get off the ground. Now, you get with another person who has a desire to get an 8-bedroom home, or to get a 4-bedroom home, or to get any kind of home. You have a lot more chance for that person of succeeding and of going somewhere with them, whereas you're more than likely going to achieve your goal, more than likely, because at least they have that desire too. I always just wanted a 2-bedroom home, but you want an 8-bedroom home. You never know. Your motivation, your drive, or whatever might cause them to have that desire themselves. You never know. You might wind up with a 10-bedroom home working with this person. You never know. But it does you no good to get with a person, or to think in your mind that, well, they don't think like I do today, or they may not have such and such today, but if they stick with me, they just might, or they stick with me, I can help them, whatever. That's a good trait to have, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Usually the fact that, like I keep saying, a person has no aim, no desire, no goals, no whatever, usually it's going to turn out that they're going to keep you from whatever. There's a y'all know I don't really quote a lot of scripture much, but it's popping up in my spirit, and when it pops up, I think it needs to be said. But me saying that makes me think about a scripture that says something to the effect of bad manners corrupt good behavior, or good evil communication corrupts good manners. If I'm not mistaken, that's the scripture. Now, and that's true, because like I'm saying, you're totally opposite. If they have no whatever desires, plans, goals, whatever, and you do, 9 times out of 10, their bad influence is pretty much going to out or overtop your good desires, your good plans, whatever. It's funny how life works. And that's not to say that you're a loser. And it's not to say that you don't have the drive or whatever. It's just all that negative energy. It's just all that negative and go nowhere and hopelessness. And, because a lot of people who live like that are depressed. A lot of people who feel like that are very down on themselves, and I can't do anything, and I'm bad, and I'm horrible, and I just can't, whatever. And a lot of times that squelches your fire. That squelches your motivation, because you're revving to go. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to have such and such in 3 years, and this is going to be my life, and because you got your stuff together. But like I say, hanging with a leech, more than likely you're not going to go anywhere. So I think you guys got the moral of that story, the little red hen effect, and I hope it helps you. I really do, because we need to be more helpful. We need to be more effective in helping people. This world is big enough that everybody can succeed. It really is. And so I would admonish you that if you have information, if you have help, if you have resources or anything that can help somebody, that can help the little man, the little guy, or whatever, to get out of a situation, do it. Do it. It's no reason to keep your mouth closed and just don't help people just because you just don't want to. There's no, that's some karma that's going to come back to you. It's going to come a time when you need to know something or something that can help you and somebody have it, and they just sitting over there looking at you like, and they got all the information that you need, but they just won't. You know what I'm saying? Don't be like that. Don't be like that. Give freely, because when you do it for someone else, it's going to be done back to you through the universe and just through the goodness of karma, So, I mean, and like I say, this world is big enough for all of us to succeed. So, hope that word helps you. You guys have a great day. You guys have the rest of a great week. Thank you for the subscribers, and thank you so much for listening. And until the next video, we'll see you next time.